cheated me, and the unemployment even sided with me. We had a mediator there. I had been taken advantage of by my boss, and I had to wait for that extended benefits to come through. There's no way I could pay you during them 15 days. And there's a lot of people that have been waiting for these benefits to come through. You have to work with American people right now. I can't afford the extra 60.
I've worked with you, and we have all...
No, you haven't. You have not. You guys have been very fair to me in the past. You know, anytime I called, you've answered my questions. You people have been very polite. But because I couldn't pay the 131 within 15 days, now you're going to jack it to 190? That's not...
because you were charged the early termination fee?
No. Then you waive it.
Charges are valid.
You waive the early termination fee, and you let me pay this
You
one...
don't waive the early termination fee, but you are responsible for the taxes, though, and the late fee charges with that. That is your responsible portion.
No, you're going to waive the early termination fee because I'm...
You are going to waive it.
I know, because I still want to stay a customer.
If we take away the early termination fee of 145, that brings it down to 196.16.
How?
With taxes and late fees.
Dude, before I only owed 164. You dropped me from 164 to 131. So how can now I owe 190 when my phone's been turned off this whole time?
Because of late fee charges and also...
No. That's 30 extra dollars for late fee. Dude, you shut off my phone. I owed 164. There is a late fee charge in there of $5. My phone has been shut off for 2 months. How can it go from 164 to 190 when you offered me 131? I'm putting this on YouTube. I'm telling you. This is going on YouTube. Millions of people are going to look at this and say, how can Verizon jack a guy's bill from 160 to 190 after they said they dropped it to 131? I couldn't pay it in that 15 days. What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Chelsea.
Chelsea. Do you have an employer number? I need to talk to someone that has a little more,
I'll be happy to get somebody else on the phone. If you don't mind holding for just a brief moment, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
To make sure your calls go through, Verizon Wireless.
These people are going to deal, or they're going to annihilate the American people. I'm telling you, how can they jack it? 164. They said I could pay it 131. They gave me 15 days. They know people are hurting. How are they going to jack it up to hello? How are they going to jack it now to 190? For the same thing they offered me 130. 15 days. That put it to like July 1st.
Sorry.
It's only 16 days left. Yes.
You have my coordinator on the phone. Her name is Janice. She's going to take care of you from here.
Okay. I appreciate it, Chelsea.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Bye. I appreciate that. Okay. What I explained to Chelsea is, first you may see, Terry's been probably, 9-10 years, and the second line's been for like 7. So we've been with you for a long time, and we also have full files. So 3-way deal. Now, I've been out of work. I had a boss that screwed me over. We had a mediator through unemployment, and I won because they caught him lying about why he fired me because he had been corrupt. I mean, that's not your problem, but the thing is, he sent me this nice letter to drop me from 164 to 131 on 6/19. That would have put it to 7/1. Now, you never sent me a notice saying it's going from suspension to termination. Trust me, we read all our mail. I have never been informed of that. I've been waiting for my extended benefits and unemployment to kick in, and it just kicked in the other day. So there was no way I could have called you and said, listen, I have to, because it said I may be eligible. So I didn't know for sure whether I could even pay this. The benefits come through. Now, Chelsea's telling me, instead of the 164, instead of the 131, it's like 190 now. I do want to keep the service. Now, I have to have this phone. I'm working on some things that are going to save this, trust me, in the end it's going to save this whole planet from nuclear annihilation. I have a plan, I have things to say. I'm putting this all on YouTube that nobody has heard before. I guarantee. Because I mean, it has to do with simulate driving tests in simulators that they're not doing correctly. Kids are dying because they're not doing these tests. Anyways, from there it's going to open up all kinds of new ways for us Anyways, it's all going on YouTube. I know, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to save it starts within our cities, our states, our country, and then once we fix our country, we can do it in a fast time. We can save the world. But I need the cell phone. Now, I can't afford the 100. I need the cell phone to do it. I'm doing this for your children, ma'am. I need the cell phone. I can't do it because it has good text. I can send nice texts and play movies, and I need it. But I cannot see how it went from 164 to 190. I'm imploring you. You have to work with. You guys might lose a little money by getting. There's people. There's families out there with. There's families out there. They open like for the father and the mother. But now things are bad, and the mother's saying, can you please let us out of this contract? We'll keep the other one, but I don't really need the phone because I realize the only time I really need it, I'm always home, is as I'm leaving work in the evening to call hey honey, do you need anything from the store? They're realizing they can make that call from work. You guys have to work with the American people. Approximately 10% of your people are in trouble right now. You may take a 10% loss then. By that 10% loss, all you have to do is have your executives take about a 10% cut in your bonus, cut back maybe your commercials 20%, which instead of seeing 10 Verizon commercials a day, we'll still get to see 8. And cut back your production on your new technologies by 10%, and everything will be fine. What good is it to rush into the next technology that only 50 or 60% of interested people will be able to afford? You can delay it maybe 10%. By that time, maybe 90, 85, 90% of interested people will be able to afford your new technology. Your technologies will be growing in conjunction with American people's ability to spend money for those technologies. You guys have to do this. This is all going on YouTube. Do you want to alienate people? I guarantee it. We will cut both lines and we will cut our cable. I will give up Monday Night Football. I'll use that little box that they have for $60 or whatever. We already have one. I will give up Monday Night Football and ESPN to protect the American way of life. And you guys have to deal with us.
I need to talk to you about this deal, not about the whole world.
Okay, but it goes in conjunction. We can't afford it. We're going to lose our house. I'm telling you, I will pay the $130 that you offered me, and the date ended on 7/1. It's a few days later. I couldn't pay it then. I know, no, you don't. You can work with American people that are hurting right now. I couldn't call you and say, I didn't have the extended benefits of unemployment yet. I had been screwed by a boss that was corrupt. I proved it. It's not my fault. You have to work with the people. This is going on YouTube. You want to disalienate 10% of your